you're riding a dirt bike at speed over unpredictable terrain, following other riders who are kicking up dust and stones, it's impossible to overemphasize the need for a quality pair of goggles. But does quality mean you have to fork over 700 or 800 clams to get it? Not necessarily. We've given away a few pairs of Airtime Goggles in the Rider of the Week challenge, and I'm impressed with what this pair of affordable goggles has to offer. The good people at Off-Road Racing Concepts and Fourways have always focused on making the sport of off-road riding affordable and accessible to guys like you and me. They gave me a pair of Airtime Goggles to try out and give my honest opinion of them. They also went one step further with a special offer that makes this pair of goggles a real no-brainer. More about that later. The first thing you should look at when purchasing a new pair of goggles is the fit. The goggles must fit comfortably in the eye opening of your helmet. I wear an Aero helmet, which is a brand renowned for not cooperating with a lot of goggle brands. Fortunately, these goggles fit snugly and are very comfortable when in place. The next area you should pay attention to is the foam layer between your face and the plastic goggle frame. I always use goggles with triple foam layers because they keep your eye area dry and your eyes free of sweat, which can begin to burn and compromise your vision. These Airtime goggles have a triple foam layer. The first wicks the sweat away from your skin, and the second and third layers absorb the sweat and keep your face dry and comfortable. Thirdly, you should look at features like tear-off posts, rubberized straps, and whether the goggles will work with quick straps. These goggles tick all of those boxes. If your name is Wayne Farmer and style is an issue, then the Airtime goggles are pretty respectable in that regard. For an affordable pair of goggles, I think these acquit themselves fairly well. Sure, you can find better looking ones, but be prepared to fork out long dollars for those. The lenses are single lens and of the clear untinted variety, which is the kind I prefer. I've used tinted goggles before and I found that if light conditions change, they can become more of a liability than a benefit. In my experience, double lens goggles don't really stop fogging up, and if water gets between the lenses, you'll have to throw them away. On the downside, there is a slight question mark over the way the strap is affixed to the goggle frame. Rather than a single mold design, the Airtime goggles have separate strap slots that are affixed to the frame by a plastic rivet type design that may prove a bit flimsy in time. All in all, I'll give these goggles about a 7 out of 10. There are better goggles, but at the price, you can't really go wrong. These goggles normally go for about 260 Rand, but for the month of October, Off-Road Racing Concepts is offering them to Rider TV viewers at the exclusive price of 189 Rand, which makes this decent pair of goggles the best value for money I can find anywhere. At that price, you could buy 2 or 3 pairs and have a fresh pair for every lap and every refuel. And there's nothing like a fresh pair of goggles to give you a bit of a boost for the last few laps of a race. That's it for this review of this pair of Airtime goggles. I hope you found it useful, and if you need goggles, visit Off-Road Racing Concepts and Fourways and get them while stocks last. Until next time, remember the immortal words of 3-time Roof of Africa winner Lawrence Mahoney: when in doubt, flat out.